Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today's video we're gonna talk about a boo-boo Kabam has made recently, and unfortunately it seems for every good video I make about Kabam where I give them praise, like yesterday for increasing rewards of the side event, I also pretty much am forced to make a bad one. And in this case, well, let's face it, Kabam simply messed up. They did not account for daylight savings time, and that let any alliance realistically open the 6th day of AQ and gain more points, therefore by reaching higher milestones and or improving their kind of ranking and getting better rank rewards. Now this has happened and it's a fact, and it for a fact changed Alliance Quest leaderboard as well as how much rewards each alliance earned. Now overall, you'd think it's a fairly kind of harmless issue because you just got more rewards. No, but every time some alliance gets more rewards, another alliance gets pushed down. So if you are one of the alliances that did not open the 6th day of AQ and you got dropped a bracket or a rank reward kind of like gap down, then basically somebody else got your rewards just because Kabam messed up. Now, so this goes 50-50 in kind of community, because there's going to be a part of community who's always going to be, yeah, I did it. It was there to do. It wasn't my mess up. It's Kabam's fault. I just kind of like happened to be in the circumstance. They opened this map, whichever map they're playing for the 6th day, gained extra points, gained extra rewards, and saying it's all fair and square. But again, for every single alliance like that, there are probably a couple alliances who did not open the 6th day of AQ and are receiving less rewards as a result of it because of being ranked lower in overall rankings. Now, here is the problem though. Kabam currently has not even confirmed that they are going to attempt to fix this. As we can see here, post from Kabam Lira swiftly closing down the thread. This was brought up in forum, simply says that they are aware of the issue and are working to make sure this doesn't happen in future. What a worthless post that is. Obviously they are aware of the issue. If they are not, then who else is going to be? And working to make sure this doesn't happen in future. Daylight savings time is changed, what, twice a year? How much work can it take to work on making sure it doesn't happen in the future, first of all? And second of all, what good does it do for anyone? This is something that can possibly occur like twice a year when the clocks get changed, and that's it. You don't need to work on fixing the issue for future. You just need to be aware of it and adjust AQ timers accordingly. Now, on addition to this being typical, worthless, useless Kabam Lira post, obviously the thread is closed down in order to discourage anybody discussing anything in regards of this issue, and there is no confirmation whether the rewards will be adjusted. Now, and this also brings up the question, obviously, is there any consistency in Kabam policies and how they approach these kind of situations? Because we can all remember that not too long ago, some alliances received double Alliance War Season rewards, and that got swiftly amended. However, still to date, there is absolutely no confirmation that anything is going to be done to revert the current situation. Now, I can also speak honestly about my alliance. We lost about 2,000 TF5B shards and some other stuff. Realistically, I'm not kind of like too fast. Honestly, it's kind of like 2,000 TF5B shards. I'll get over it. It's not the biggest deal in the world. And I'm not kind of like all up in arms about it. However, if they do nothing, I would be extremely pissed off because of the principle that they kind of pick and choose these issues when they will do any sort of rewards adjustments and mess with people's accounts and rewards, and when they don't. Now, realistically, if we think about it, it probably largely depends on how much effort it involves, because in this case, they would have to kind of like go through more alliances. And honestly, I don't even think they are willing. They probably are capable if they put enough effort in it, but I don't think they are willing to invest that much time and that much effort to rectify the situation, which is 100% their mistake. And yeah, this is one of those main things I keep on and on and on about. It's because there seems to be absolutely no consistency when it comes to them fixing their own mistakes, sending out compensations, adjusting the rewards. They kind of always do as they feel like it. And what is worse, they are also trying to sweep it under the rug. Now, I am perfectly capable of assuming that they are discussing this issue, checking how many alliances this has impacted, so on and so forth. But the reaction that they have been doing meanwhile is absolutely horrible, shady, and, well, shit, to say the least. They could have at least made a post saying that they are aware of this issue, they are investigating, and will post an announcement regarding this issue as soon as they reach a conclusion on what kind of plan of action they are going to take. However, what they are choosing to do instead is they're trying to silence every single talk about it, and in case they choose to do nothing about it, which is more than likely currently, I believe, so that basically there is not too much of an uproar, because if they limit the knowledge of this fact, if they limit the exposure this information gets in forums, it will probably be easier for them to kind of like do firefighting afterwards, when people realize that they are not going to do anything about it, when they are not going to rectify the situation. They will already had done their kind of like first aid plan to close all of these threads that mention it, and basically just say that they are aware of it, because this is not the way to run a forum. This is a legitimate kind of like thread, complaint, if you will, something brought to Kabam's attention, and the only response you get from an actual Kabam employee is saying that they are aware of it, we're going to make sure it doesn't happen in the future, but shut up now, we don't like what you're saying, so I'm going to go ahead and close the thread. Obviously, if you open another thread, they have full grounds to jail you or ban you on forums and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. I hope Kabam actually posts an announcement, says that they will amend these rewards. And once again, it's not about the 2,000 TFIB francs. Let's be real. Any kind of like, it's not a large amount of TFIB to kind of be missing out. But in this case, it's much more about the principle of how Kabam fixes their own screw-ups. Currently, they are behaving like a teenager and trying to ignore it, hoping it goes away and is gone in their hush hush mode kind of thing. But yeah, anyways, guys, let me know what you think. What should happen with the Alliance Quest rewards? They're perfectly fine to be sent to be as is. Should any compensation be sent to alliances who didn't open the 6th day of AQ, or should everybody be simply left with the rewards they have, or should they fix the leaderboard entirely? And in that case, what will they do with the people who received extra and already used it? So there's a lot of questions, there's a lot of implications. It's not a simple issue, but let's see if Kabam are even willing to, first of all, post an announcement admitting their issue, and second of all, actually do something to rectify the situation and kind of like issue compensations to the alliances that got robbed of their alliance rewards. But yeah, that will do for today. Let me know what you guys think, what they should do, and I'll see you later, guys. See ya.